Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, from everyone here at 2K Sports. Nothing like the NBA for Turkey Day. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. Fans are making some noise here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for their Mavericks. You look at Portland.
It's go time. Now, these are two teams whose rivalry goes way... back, and anytime they renew it, the fans as well as all that are involved are going to be in for a treat.
I like that. Go time. That's a good way to put it. I mean, this will be a testing encounter between these two. The build up to the game has been extremely intense. I think everybody's expecting some kind of volatility to erupt on the floor today.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, they've got Towns. Hezonja's up there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's John Henson, and it's Leonard in at the three. Now here's Towns. Kicks it out to Leonard. Dishes to Beverly. Pass to Hezonja. Back to Beverly. Henson with the screen. Good.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Well, Clark, you follow international basketball so much, and Mauro Hezonja isn't a new name to you.
No, it's not, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing him do things in the NBA. Only played sparingly up until now, but the talent and skills he possesses, they get your attention.
Well, Hezonja has been playing as a pro since his 14th birthday.
Yeah, it happens that way in Europe.
Now, here's Beverly after the miss from Klay Thompson. Here's Leonard, and the shot no good, a bit short. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Magic in Orlando. Dellavedova dishes to Green. Thompson for the triple. And it's Thompson again missing.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at it.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
Now, here's Beverly. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And it's Thompson again missing.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Outside Leonard. Lock at 6. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Trailblazers leading by 3. Henson with the screen. Back to Beverly. And the Trailblazers another 3.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And the wide open shot from Green. right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Leonard kicks to Towns. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
Mo Williams is checked in for the Mavericks. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Mills is checked in. There's the pick. Lets the three fly. Thompson misses.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Thompson's got his first points in this one. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Mills. Knocks down the three ball. Mills has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency the challenge for Hibbert.
And that one's good. Barnes.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Williams. There's the pass to Leonard. Pulls it up. Draymond Green pulls it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Williams kicks to Green. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Pass to Towns. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Big change last year for the Mavs came when they traded for Rajon Rondo. It looked to be the missing piece for him, Clark, but boy, it just never seemed to come together.
You just don't know. Trades are always risky. You don't know how they're going to work out, and I give credit to ownership for talking to the players to see what they thought about the trade before they actually made the deal.
Mavericks making a switch here. Varejão's checked in. And Portland with a change here, too. Neal's checked in. Kicks to Green. Green, the screen. Williams with a clean look. The three-pointer, no good. Portland leading by 4. Now here's Mills. He dishes it to Leonard. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Varejão can't hit.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Leonard, the pass to Mills. Shot clock at 6. Mavericks with the rebound.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Williams dishes to Thompson. Dallas no good that time either.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Mills with it. Williams picks him up. Outside Leonard. He kicks to Towns. He's whistled for the 5-second back to the basket violation. Mavericks trailed by 4. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
On the wing, Thompson. Lots of room. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Thompson's got his second basket of the game. There's a good screen. Up top, Leonard. Now here's Mills. T right on him. Towns at the elbow. No good. In and out off the rim.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Williams kicks to Barnes. Feeds it to Varejao. 4 on the clock. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities. And for Varejao, his wild hair and frenetic style long ago earned him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges. But that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
The dish now to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Well, Greg, you're talking about Varejao. He may play wild, but his production has backed it up. A few years ago, he averaged, Clark, over 14 rebounds a game.
Yeah, and, you know, I don't think he plays that wild. I think he just looks wild. That hair flying all over the place, and he's giving up his body. I don't know if he's necessarily a wild player as much as he just looks and appears to be everywhere at all times.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Here's Dellavedova. Can't get it to go.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Seraphin. 17 seconds left to play here in the first. Dellavedova kicks to Aldridge. Here's Dellavedova. Deep 2 from Pondexter. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Portland out in front, up by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Thanks for joining us in this Thanksgiving presentation of the NBA. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Bargnani is out there with Quincy Pondexter. Then it's Kyle Singler. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Hibbert in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Now here's Mills. Young left side. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job.
And then Hibbert with the dunk.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
They swipe it. Here's Singler. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. And now it's a three-point Maverick lead. Young against Singler. And there's the feed to Mills. And stolen by Singler. Up the floor. Dellavedova kicks to Singler. He feeds it to Dellavedova. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Pondexter. Portland grabs the miss.
And last year, we saw Coach Rick Carlisle pass the 600-win mark. Former Coach of the Year award winner, has had so much success here in Dallas. One of many coaches to play for the 80s Celtics.
And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Mills. Here's Dellavedova, covered by Mills. Inside, it's stolen by Mahinmi. And it's Harris off the drive. Here's Dellavedova, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Hooked away, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Barnes, who's checked in for Dallas. Williams comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Williams passes to Barnes. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Outside Williams. And it's Singler in the corner. For the 3. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Singler's got 5 points in the quarter.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start. Finding a rhythm right now.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Hibbert with the screen. Williams dishes to Bargnani. Outside Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, the great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
They set the screen. Henson with the screen. And stolen by Barnes. And here they come. Here's Singler. Here's Hibbert. And he makes good on the layup. Hibbert's got 6. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Dallas.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
That's good.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball. Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
And the Mavericks call time here. Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Oh.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, that's huge. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Hibbert. Draymond Green comes in for Bargnani. Thompson, he's checked in for Kyle Singler. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Mo Williams. Tobias Harris is checked in for the Trailblazers. The screen from Thompson. Varejão's shot is good.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Now here's Leonard. Can't connect from short range.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Barnes against Harris. Dellavedova kicks to Varejão. And that one's good. And it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here's Leonard. 7 points in the game. Harris, right side. Shot clock at 5. Towns. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fella's wearing the rim out.
Green kicks to Barnes. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about it.
Williams, he's checked in for Dallas. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more, Clark, assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you. And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Here's Azania. Stolen by Thompson. Varejão with it. He has 6. Outside Williams. Thompson outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Green. And the rejection by Leonard. Here's Azania. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
And the Mavericks call time here. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Verejao. Pondexter comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Mo Williams. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Leonard. Gary Neal comes in for Hezonja. And it's Mills in for Patrick Beverley. Thompson passes to Pondexter. A baseline J. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Trailblazers trail by 4. Mills dishes to Towns. Great D that time from Hibbert.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Thompson from long range. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 4 assists in the game. And Mills kicks to Neal. With the teardrop. And the layup is up and in.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball, leading by 5. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Hibbert with the screen. Lets a floater go.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
Here's Dellavedova. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Hibbert with the screen. It's stolen by Harris.
Clock is clearly on their side. Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Mavericks lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
And I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve. I mean, he'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch. I'm sure of that.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's been a revelation tonight, almost scoring at will in that first half.
Really hard to fathom he'll be able to keep it up for the next 2 quarters, but, you know, you never know. It could be a special night for him.
On the floor for Portland. Hezonja is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Towns, and it's Henson in at the center position. Shot's good. Beverly's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Trailblazers. Dellavedova kicks to Hibbert. That's good. Hibbert's got 8.
Great way to start to have easy layup against some soft D. And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with the wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard. And you know this, Clark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I'll tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. Good. Hibbert's got 10 points.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Here's Leonard, and the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the rim.
And Green gets it to go.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Takes it out to Leonard. Lock at 6. Hibbert pulls it in. Hibbert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dellavedova, the pass to Barnes. Dishes to Dellavedova. 17-foot shot on the way. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for the Mavericks. Williams comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Thompson. Portland also making some changes. Mahinmi's checked in for John Henson. Harris comes in for Towns. That's Mills in for Patrick Beverly. And Mills kicks to Leonard. Mills in the corner. And it's off the back rim, no good.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Williams dishes to Pondexter. Varejao with a screen on Harris. Pondexter, the pass to Varejao.
And guys, last season was a painful one for Anderson Varejao. He had finally shaken the back injury that sidelined him the year before, signs the multi-year contract extension with the Cavs. Things were starting to look up, and only 3 weeks later, he tears the Achilles and was ruled out for the season. You talk about a tough break.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Williams. There's a screen. Here's Hezonja. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Hezonja's got 6 points. Williams kicks to Varejao. Passes to Barnes. Pick by Varejao. Pondexter dishes to Williams. And there's the pass to Barnes. Lets it fly. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Now Mills. He's got 5. Pass to Hezonja. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Dallas.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Dallas leading by 4. On the wing, Williams, covered by Mills. Green with a screen on Harris. Here's Pondexter, guarded by Harris. Williams attacking. Can't connect from 14 feet out. So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to New York. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Barnes passes to Green. Kicks it to Williams. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his second personal.
Really an extraordinary game for Verjao. He's got 8 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Draymond Green. And Kyle Singler subbed in for Harrison Barnes. Leonard on the wing. Jacks up a 3. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Deflects the pass. Leonard with the steal. Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
Assist from.
Guys, what a back and forth game this has been.
You know what? You're right. Neither side has been able to hang on to the lead for any kind of time at all.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Here's Verjao. Right side, Williams. Singler for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. That's now 8 points now in the game for Kyle Singler. As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it. Move on. 2015, not as much. You know, Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team, as you recall, in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights. Very similar in this series. They would go on to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries.
Outside Williams. Inside. Verjao can't hit.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close. And, you know, just as you said, Portland didn't have enough to get by the Grizzlies in the first round. Ended up losing in 5 after taking 1 game, and that was game 4. Just had a hard time breaking down the Memphis defense.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Verjao. Allen comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Mo Williams. Dellavedova kicks to Allen. And Hibbert the bucket on the assist by Allen. And that's 12 points for Roy Hibbert.
Another loss for the Blazers when they were the 4 seed, as you mentioned. As a franchise, they have lost in the first round every time they have ended up as the 4 seed. Not exactly a good position for them to be in. Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Portland trailing here. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Defended by Allen. Goes up on the block. It's rebounded by Dallas.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on it, they expect him to make it.
From deep 3-point range. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Here's Dellavedova. Allen dishes to Hibbert. Dallas moving the ball around.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Allen again. It's Young. There's a good screen. He dishes it to Mills. And Young, here we go. And good on the basket. Book it.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Timeout charge to Dallas.
Dallas calls timeout. Mavs made the playoffs again last season. 14th playoff berth for them in the last 15 years, and only the San Antonio Spurs have made more, Greg, over that time frame.
Yeah, and they had a tough first-round opponent in the number 2 seed, Houston. A good old Texas tussle between the 2 and the 7 seed.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Hibbert. Green comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Barnes, he's checked in for Singler. And it's Klay Thompson in for Ray Allen. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Henson's checked in for Mahinmi. Towns comes in for Kevin Seraphin. Isanya is checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Patty Mills. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Here's Barnes. That one goes. Coming.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. And remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Towns. Here's Dellavedova, defended by Beverly. Green, the screen. Here's Dellavedova. There's the screen. Off the pick. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's Dallas up 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Trailblazers trailed by 3. Roy Hibbert is out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then it's Thompson. And it's Barnes. And it's the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Dallas shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Dellavedova, the pass to Green. On the wing, Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 12 points for Barnes.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Isanya. He feeds it to Towns. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates. I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Leonard kicks to Seraphin. To the inside. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Isanya.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Hibbert with a screen on Leonard. The drive by Thompson. Green. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Outside Leonard. He kicks to Towns. They get a hand on it. Here's Barnes. Dallas again missing. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Magic. Leonard attacking. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Passes it to Hazanya. From deep three-point range. The Mavericks trailing. Thompson outside. Feeds to Green. Back to Thompson. Looking to get back on track here. It's deflected. Portland moving the ball around. Back to Beverly. There's a good screen. Here's Hazanya. And the three off target.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Thompson outside. Now here's Barnes. He's guarded closely. Just 5 to shoot. Hibbert dishes to Green. Shot to end this cold run. It's off, but still a great shooting night. 6 of 8 from the field in the game. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Here's Hazanya, covered by Barnes. The pass to Hazanya. The dish to Seraphin. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Dallas calls timeout.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Deflects the pass. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Verija. Tipped away. Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Williams. Shot clock at 6. And Mills kicks to Towns. And he overshot that one, missing. Maverick shooting 43% for the game. Here's Pondexter. Dallas again missing.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Mills dishes to Towns. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
They set the pick. Williams passes to Singler. Wants to get it to Verjao, and does. Looking to end the run. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Portland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Neal. He's covered by Zingler. And the basket by Harris.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Dallas calls timeout.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Anderson Verjao. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Thompson in for Kyle Zingler. Portland also making some changes. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Young. Kazanya comes in for Gary Neal. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Patty Mills. 5 on the clock. Williams gets to Green. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Trailblazers leading by 3. And here's Beverly. Leonard sets a screen for Beverly. Harris against Green. Pass to Hazanya. Goes up at the stripe. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Now it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Thompson misses.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Pass to Hazanya. They set the screen. Nobody near Leonard. Off target with his 3. Mavericks trailed by 5. Here's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Barnes.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
They set the pick. Passes it to Hazanya. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Towns. Thompson comes with the double team. And Towns gets it to go.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Leonard against Thompson. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. Foot range from outside. Wow.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
Mavericks trailed by 4. Green, the screen. The feed to Thompson. Dishes it to Barnes. Back to Thompson. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Green with a screen on Leonard. Thompson from long range. And it's Thompson again missing. And an intentional foul right there. And Portland has possession. And he commits the intentional foul. And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaking. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And Clark, maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
I don't think it's going to happen, partner.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
Greg went deep for that one.
He did, but I'm hungry now. 15 seconds left in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And that's an intentional foul.
Harrison Barnes. That's his third personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. 9 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Dellavedova. And so it's Portland winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And